Hello, everyone. Hi, Ira. How are you doing? Am I audible? Hello, Rose. Am I audible? Please let me know. Hi, Soumya. Hi, Ira. Yeah, I am excited too. Please let me know if I am audible. If there is some disturbance in sound, do let me know. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rose. Hello, Netra. Hello, Archana. Hello, Manisha. So we'll just wait for like few minutes, 5 minutes more. And I just want to show you all. This is the stone. This is the stone that I'll be making today. So this is the artwork that I've decided to make. So all you need is just a stone, or if you don't have a stone, you can have a MDF cutout round shape of approximately this size. And you also need few colors. So I'll be telling you about the colors. Hi Rita. Hi Ketki. Hi Netra. Thank you so much, Manisha. Yeah, even I'm excited, Ira. So I'll be sharing you some of the things that we need. I hope you all are painting with me. So it's not a class; it's like a mandala party, you would say. So we'll just need a stone like this. If you don't have a stone, you can also paint on a canvas, or you can paint on an MDF board, or anything round or square, if you want, in a square or any other shape can be done, because we just have to make this design, so we can do in any other surface. Hi Prabha. Hi Antra. I'm really excited, and I want to thank you all for joining this. And hi Nandita. So many people are here. So these are few things that we need. So I am just adjusting my camera now. Just a second. So this is the thing. So these are few paints that you'll be needing. So for I've used this 4-cut multi-surface paint for white color, but you can use any other white color uh, that you have, any acrylic paint. And so I was planning to do with pearl white color, but my pearl white color was not in sufficient quantity. So I've used this pearl metallic silver, but you can use white color as well. So I'll be doing it with white color. I'll be replacing this paint with white color. You also need a gold color paint, and this metallic, this copper or bronze metallic color, and red color. So I have 3 different shades of red. This is Fevicryl Crimson, and this one is Montmartre acrylic red color, crimson red. But I'll be using this Derivan Matisse cadmium red color. So because I really like the bright red that this paint gives. So we have Antra. I am new to mandala art. Looking forward to this session. Yeah. This is a very easy design. You don't need to have a background of art or anything. You can do it very easily. Parul says hi, Shubhang. Hello, Parul. Samarth. Hi. Oh, okay. Aarti here. Okay. Hi, Aarti. Hi, Dona. Thank you everyone for joining. So let me know who all are painting with me right now. So, okay. Hi Khyati. Hi Sindhu. So these are few dotting tools that I'll be using today. Uh, or you can use a toothpick or earbud or anything that has a broad end like this for making the center dot. Like glue gun stick, you can use that, or pencil eraser. So I just want to tell you that I am not a teacher at all. I have no background of teaching. I have not taught anyone art. So this is my first time. This is not an art class, or I'm not teaching you anything. I'm just sharing you some of the tricks and tips that you can follow while doing artwork. So if you have joined now, so I want to tell you this is the artwork that we'll be making now. So let me know if the light is really bright. I can just reduce the brightness. Okay. So let me start with making of the paint. So how you have to make the paint. Right now I'm using this cadmium red. Oh yeah, I think it is fine now because I have reduced the brightness. If you want, I can just switch it off. Is this fine? Okay. So I'm using this paint because this paint is a heavy body paint, and I want to show you, if you're using any heavy body paint, what consistency is required. So at first, I'll be using this acrylic retarder because it helps me to make my dots very stable. And whenever you are using any medium or acrylic retarder or pouring medium, anything like that, you don't have to mix it with any brush, because if you mix it with brush, then you'll end up bringing a lot of air bubble. So what I'll do, I'll just pour a little water to it. I don't have a pouring medium right now, so you can use acrylic pour medium, or you can just use a few drops of water, and you can use this knife. So we'll just start up with making some paints. If you are painting with me, then you can do as I'm doing here. You'll just need some water. So the consistency of the paint has to be like this. So if you are comfortable with English, I can speak in English, and if you want me to speak in English and Hindi both, then I can do that also. तो यहाँ पे consistency ऐसी रहेगी, like बिल्कुल ऐसे flow ही नहीं होना चाहिए. If you hold it like this, मतलब ऐसे drop हो जाए, ऐसा होना चाहिए. So this is the paint that I have made now. And you'll also need white color. So if you have pearl white, you can use pearl white. I'm using this white because my pearl white is not in sufficient quantity. And I'll be mixing few drops of acrylic retarder to this gold color as well, because the gold color is this very, very watery in consistency. I'm sure you might have used a Fevicryl acrylic paint, which is very, very watery. So if you're using that, you can use this acrylic retarder. And you can mix. Okay, I'll be talking in English only. Okay. So you have to mix it really well, so the consistency is uniform. So let me know how many of you are painting right now with me. So this is the proper consistency. So you can see, you don't need you don't need a lot of, like very watery. You need just like when you hold it like this, it will just drop just like that. And in between, if I feel it is right, like really watery, then I'll mix some more acrylic retarder to it. Okay. So Netra is painting with me. Okay, Nandita. Dishita is my. So Nandita is my friend, and Dishita is her daughter, and I think she is 11 years old, right? So she is also dotting. Really nice. And Ida is also dotting. Khyati is also dotting. How did you paint black surface without looking brush stroke? Okay, Ambika. So I have used a sponge brush. So in many of the videos, if you have followed, I normally use sponge brush if I paint over any stone or tea light. So it gives a beautiful finish. But it has some stroke, as you can see, but because I was in hurry in doing. But normally, if you do, then it becomes really smooth and without any linings. So here I have used Fevicryl acrylic paint. You can use chalk paint or any other brand paint if you have. So let's start with the center red. So if you don't have tools, I would suggest you to use glue stick gun. That there's the glue gun sticks. So they are, I think the diameter is approximately like this. So I'm not making any guidelines. I am just starting it freehand. So this is the center. If you want to locate your center, you can locate it by making one vertical and one horizontal line. You can locate the center. But in this stone, you can easily locate because there is this mark here. So let's just start because it will take some more time to finish. So you have to hold it like you don't have to hold it like this, like a pen. You have to hold it slightly vertical. If you are very new, and you doing it for the first time, then I'm telling you very basic. So I think the paint is little thicker. Let me just so if you think your dot is not in shape, what you can do, you can just do it little, because I think my dot is not, and plus it is slightly pointed. So what I'll do, I'll just give it a beautiful shape. And if you want to make it more plumpy, so I think the paint is little thicker, so I'm adding few more drops of water to it. And if you want to make it more plumpy, you can add a little more paint. And how you have to do it, I'm telling you. So you can use a brush, or you can use just this tool, and you can add a little paint to it. Okay, so this is fine. And then we'll start off with the very fine tool. So this is the finest tool that I have. If you don't have a very fine tool like this, then you can use earbud. Let me know if I'm not audible. Will this class be recorded? Wanted to do paint later? Yes, this will be recorded and I'll share it. Rajesh, you're so talented. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'll dip my tool into the paint like this, okay? And I'll hold a little paint, and I'll make a dot here and a dot here. You have to make it very, very small and like this. So cross shape dot like this. And then I'll fill it up. So you can either just start from here. You can make guidelines if you are not very confident. So guideline might help. Or you can just do freehand like I do. So you can see this is looking merged, but it is not merged because I think because of the light reflection, it is looking as if they are merged. Okay. Okay. So this center dot and this first row is done. Let me know if I'm very fast. I think you should zoom it, but there is no option to zoom. So in live session, I can't zoom it. I can just place it like this. I was just searching if I can zoom, but there is no option to zoom. Let me just do if I can. Okay. Is it slightly more zoomed? You want me to zoom more? But I can't read the comments in that case. Okay, chalo, let's see. I think this is fine, right? Okay, so this is the thing that I've done. So what I'll do next, I will add a little red paint, this red, very small drop of paint to this white. Not a much, very, very small. So that it gives a very, very light red shade, like a baby pink kind of. So I think this is very, very light, so I can add a little more. So there is no rule. You can just play with the colors, whatever is, I mean, depends on the color shade that you're using and what is good according to you at that point of time. So the shade, it looks white, but this is a light pink. So I'll just follow up the next row. I will soon be shifting to my studio. I am making a room in my house as my studio, so it will have all the gadgets and it will be more feasible for live streaming. This is as of now the best jugaad that I could have done. We don't have much equipments, and so the angulation is not proper. But I think I can show you the close view. So what I'm doing, I'm just dipping my tool into the paint, and if you can see, I'm making the dots between the two dots of the previous row. So like this, you'll just keep on. The dot has to be of equal size. Am I really fast? Let me know. Hey, just a second. I'll just read the comment. Are you using Fevicryl colors? Yes, I'm using the gold color is Fevicryl, and the rest colors are from folk art and Derivan Matisse, but you can use Fevicryl brand. You can use crimson red, and you can use white color of Fevicryl and make this shade. Okay. So I'll just continue. So this is the second row that I have done. It looks white, but this is light pink. So the first row is white and then light pink. Then I'll add a little more red to this shade, this particular shade that we have made. I'll add this little red and make it little more dark red kind of. If you think you need more red color, you can add. So this is little darker than the previous. And this is the exact consistency that is required. You can see this is the consistency that is required. Okay, so I'll use the next the opposite tip of this, and because we want to make a slightly bigger dot, so I'll be holding my tool like this, and I'll just continue with the same procedure. I'll make the dots between the two dots of the previous row. In case in between, if you think your dots are merging, or if you want to wipe it off, you can use a tissue paper or you can use earbud. Okay, so I'll just keep on dotting. So this dot has to be slightly bigger than the previous rows, but you don't have to make it really big, but just slightly big. So you have to hold your paint slightly more. If you're dotting with toothpick, then you can do it with toothpick as well. So this is the third row that I have done. I hope this is fine. Okay, so for next row, I am adding more red to it. I'm mixing it. So I'm adding a little more of this Fevicryl acrylic paint to it, the crimson red color. Okay. So this is the shade. This is slightly towards red. It's not completely red. Kind of carrot color. Okay. So I'll just finish the fourth row. So you can use the same tip and just do the same dotting as we have done before. Okay. Let me just read the comments. Two different shades of same color important in mandala art. No, it's not required. This is, I'm just, Archana, if you have recently joined, I'll just show you. This is the shade that, this is the artwork that I'm making. So in this, I have done white and different shades of red. So I'm just proceeding it accordingly. It's not required. There is no as such rule. You can proceed with any color that you think. There is no rule for art. You can just move on with the color that you think is good. Okay, so okay, so this is the fourth row that I have done, and you can add a little more red, or you can use normal red. So after fourth row, what I have done, I have mixed a lot of red to it. And hi Rima, can you please zoom in a little bit? Okay, I'll try. Okay, is it fine? Actually, I won't be able to read the comments in that case. Okay, let me just read with my phone. Okay, so I think the zoom is fine. I can zoom it more and I'll read through my phone. Is it okay? Okay, so for the fifth row, what I'll do, I'll just skip a small gap between the dots. I won't be doing it, I'll just show you. Like if I'm doing one dot here, then I'll just leave a small space and I'll do it here. Okay, so this is fine. So I'll just proceed like this. So you can do like this. Okay. Hi Rima, can you please show it near to the camera? Okay. Anjana, can you see now? So I have done few shades of, I have started with white and then I added a drop of red to it and then again a drop of red and then little more red and the last row is almost red. So that might not be visible in this live streaming, but this is like different shades of red. Okay, I think we can proceed now. So for the next row, as I have mixed a little golden color with my acrylic retarder. So for this, so I am using this tool. This is not, I think, 3 mm kind of. You can use your earbud if you don't have this tool. You can use earbud. You can just dip your earbud into the paint and you can just make a shape so that it gives, and you can just flatten it up here and it will become just like this shape. So what I'll do, I'll just dip my paint, my tool into the paint and I will make a dot here. I'll show you in the near the camera. Let me just make a dot. So I'll make a dot here. So I'll keep on making this golden color dot. How many of you have done till now? You're doing great job, Shubhangi, in explaining and painting. Thank you so much, Rose. Thank you so much, Anjana. How to measure? Okay. So you can measure the diameter. I don't have a scale right now, but you can just check the diameter of this dot of this tool. So you can just measure. I think this is like 3 to 4 mm kind of. Okay, you are in the 5th row only, Prabha. Okay, I'll do it very, very slowly. You can just check. So for the, I think most of you have done till now. So for the next row, what I'll be doing, I'll just make some petals like this here, this one, petal shape structure. This is called running the dot or walking the dot, so in which I'll start from here, the outer edge, and I'll just dip my tool into the paint. I'll start from here and I'll just dot, 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 dot till here. So I'll show how I'll do it. So I'm using my finest dotting tool. This is the finest dotting tool. You can use toothpick here. I'll dip my tool into the paint, and from here, let me just show the camera. From here, and then okay, I'm not sure if this is. I think this is more because zoom mein thoda sa it's not clear. You can see. So in the meanwhile, I'll just show you every time, because when we are zooming, the pixel is, I think it's breaking, so it's not clear. I think it's clear now. So in the similar way, I'll just I'll dot here and then I'll do dot, 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 dot. Okay. Don't dip it many times. You just have to dip once, and then, because if you dip it twice or thrice, then the size will be not the desired size. I mean, you have to keep on decreasing the dot size from top to bottom. So you can see. So. It's visible clearly now. Okay. It's clear, right? So I'm not zooming. I'll just pick it here and I'll show. And when I think I have to drop it on the table, then I'll keep it on the table and I'll show in between. Okay. So So in the meanwhile, if you think you need to slightly elevate it, you can put the substance here. So because as we move towards the periphery, and if you are dotting on a stone, so it becomes really difficult to hold it. So you can just put something to slightly lift it up, and it becomes very easy. Just okay. Let me just proceed. So the main thing that is very very important in dot mandala art is the consistency of the paint, because obviously the tools are important, but you can do with the things around you, as I have started. So if you are new to this art, I would suggest you to first do with the things that are nearby you, and then if you think you are enjoying this art, and then you can invest in tools and other stuff. The best part of this artwork is that you don't need too much to make this art. You can do with anything around you, like a screwdriver or like toothpick, earbud, eraser of that pencil back, and glue gun, stick. You can ask me question in between if you want to, then I'll answer. I'll read the comments. How to get the raised dots? Okay, Renu. For making the raised dots, you have to mix. What I do, I mix this acrylic retarder, and to get beautiful consistency of the paint, and for like when the paint dries, it shrinks a little bit. So if you want to get a really beautiful raised dots, so you have to do multiple layering. So when the paint dries, you can just add some more paint to it, so it will become really plumpy. So I am towards the end of this part. So my golden dots are almost done. And then for the next row, I will be doing with a white color. So this is done. So this is clear. You are so fast, really. Okay. So Sonali, where are you right now? I mean, in which step you are? Am I really fast? Let me know, please. Netra, Rose. I think Netra is doing. Netra, Ira, Anjana, please let me know. Prabha is also doing. Renu, are you doing? Which brand of color is the best? Uh, I can't say a particular brand, but I have been using Fevicryl since really long, and I felt it is little watery, so I have started using folk art paint for my ceramic marks, and I felt that that is very very good. It has a beautiful matte finish if you are a lover of matte color paint. Uh, so this is the white color is folk art paint, and I don't need any medium or anything to get the desired shape of dots. So for the Fevicryl paint, I normally mix the retarder, but for this folk art, I don't mix anything. And I have purchased many other paints like Derivan Matisse, which we purchased from Australia, which is not, I don't think it is available in India. And you can use many other paint like Americana, and but I have not used them. So here also similarly, I'm using this white color. I am dotting it here and then proceeding to the bottom, and then another dot, and then dot, 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 dot. So if you can hear that, she's my daughter. And she's playing with her father. Okay. It's not like that. You are superb, I want to say. Okay. Fevicryl won't peel off later. No, it won't peel off. If you're using it on any other surface, it's fine. But if you're using it on ceramic mug, it will peel off. So for ceramic mug, you need multi-surface paint, and you have to bake it or air dry it for 21 days. Speed is okay. Okay, Soumya. You are explaining very well, Shubhangi. Thank you. Where can we purchase the folk art paint? Okay, it was available in Amazon some years back, but now I can't find it. So there are few vendors in India, I think in Chennai, I guess. I don't remember the name. I'll share it later if I find it. Who is selling it, but I have to check. So this is the paint that we purchased when my husband was traveling to US. So I have been using it since then. It is like 1 year back before Corona. I hope you guys are having fun. So it's not a class; it's just a kind of mandala party, and I really enjoy making this art. It is very very meditative, and whenever I'm tired, I just pick a stone or anything around me, and I just dot, and I feel really relaxed. Let me know how many of you have been dotting since years, many years, or if you are new to this art form, or if you are doing any other art form. Let me know in the comment section. So maybe for the next, I'll use a better camera. So this white color row is also done. Okay, so it's here. I think it is visible. Is it visible? So after a while, you can see there is a small gap below the golden color. Right now or later, we can just fill it up. I can fill it up now. So you just have to do a small dot, 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 dot. If you think this live streaming is useful to you, I can make more such live painting, live streaming. I'm also new to this, so it might take a little more, maybe 1 or 2 sessions. I will also learn how to do it in a better way. So, uh, it is little blur. Okay, I think it is visible. So I have dotted white color in the gap. Shubhangi, tell us about your story of moving into art profession. Okay, Neha, are you doing? You are doing very well. Love your design. Thank you. Okay, so I was a dentist before, and my parents always wanted me to be a doctor, and even wanted to be a doctor. So I studied dentistry for 4 year and 1 year of my internship, and then I have done practice for around 5 to 6 years. And after the birth of my daughter, I stopped my practice because she was very, very young and there was no one to take care of her. It was all me and my husband alone. So I just started this art out of, hobby, just to relax myself because after pregnancy, I was little depressed and, you don't have anything to do other than, running behind a child. That might sound rude to many people, but I was little frustrated for a while. So I wanted to do a hobby to explore myself or do a little me time. And so out of, I don't know, I saw a video of Christine Orig and I really liked this art form and I started doing it with the toothpick and all things around me. And this is how I started my journey, and now I'm a full-time artist and I'm absolutely loving it. Okay, so let me read the comment. It's been few years now. Okay, Kathy, That's really good, Kathy. It's been few months now and I'm addicted to this art. Yes, I know. I can totally relate to that. Okay, so I am adding some bronze paint. So I have used this Fevicryl metallic copper. Let me show you the bottle. This is the bottle, this one. So this Fevicryl metallic copper, and I have added a little acrylic retarder, and then I'm again mixing it. So you have to mix it like this, and try not to mix if you have joined it now. I'll tell you, try not to mix it with the brush because you will end up making a lot of air bubble. So with this knife, this is easily available in Amazon. You'll get a lot of different shapes of knife. I think this is mainly used for mixing color and for sculpture and different thing. Knife painting, artists use it. So this is the consistency that is required. So what I'll do, just a second. Okay. So with this broader end of dotting tool, I'll make a bigger dot here, just above, between the petals. So you can see how I'm making. Don't make too many dots. You just have to make 1 or 2 dots, and then I'll show you how you have to proceed. I will be dragging this dot. So just like this, and then drag it like this. So it's like a drop of paint. Okay, just, and in between, if you think it is a lot, I mean, it's very, very pointed, you can just give it a shape of just like a drop of water. And you can add a little more paint to it, and you can give it a shape like this. Okay. How many of you are a full-time artist, and how many of you are pursuing it as a hobby with your current work? I mean, if you are working as an engineer or any other profession. Yes, we can do with orange as well, Rose. Actually, I wanted to do it with orange. This bronze color, I wanted to proceed with orange, and then I decided to go with bronze color. But you can do with orange also if you have orange. Yes, yes, Manisha. I'm sorry I misread. So you can use orange. You can use orange, or I mean, you can use brown, but orange will look really good. Okay. Okay, Rose is doing as a hobby with full-time job. So make a dot and pour a little more paint. Make a dot, pour a little more paint. And then let me just do it in front of camera. Then drag it a little more. Make a dot and then drag it. And if your shape is not desired, you can just use this fine dotting tool, and you can also give it a shape, just like we do with a brush. Okay, so I'm not sure how much time will it take, but when I made this stone in the morning. It took me around 1 hour. So be ready if you are dotting with me. Just get ready with a bottle of water or something to eat. So, okay. So in this way, you'll get a beautiful plumpy drop shaped dots. And if you want to make it more plumpy, as I think, Acha, Archana, can you explain again this stroke? How are you doing? Okay, so what I'm doing, Archana, I'm just making a dot here with this broader and I mean the widest tool. You have to keep a little more paint here, and just like a drop of water, and then with a fine part of tool you have to drag it like this. Don't touch the base. I'm just dragging the superficial part of the I mean the upper surface of the this paint. I'm not what to say, I'm not touching the surface of the stone. I'm just holding the paint from its superficial or the outer surface, and then I'm dragging. And if you think the shape is not what is required, you can just make a shape like this. You can also use a fine zero number brush. So many of the artists I've seen, they use zero number brush to make these shapes. So okay, so dot attack, that is Preeti. Thank you so much, Preeti, for joining. And she is a full-time artist. Approximately how much time will it take to dry completely? It depends on the weather. If in the winter time it takes a lot of time, and plus if you are using this acrylic retarder, it will take a little more time because it increases the drying time or setting time of the paint. So once I remember, I have done one artwork in which I have done a lot of layering and that plumpy dot video, if you have seen. So it was not getting dry for many days. It took a lot of days. It was winter also, so it depends on the weather. If it is summer, it will not take much time, and you can also dry it with blow dry. You can use blow dry. Since today is chit chat kind of day, so asking is what is your most favorite work of yours? Okay, so I like gardening a lot, a lot. If I have to give the number one thing, then gardening is my number one passion. And I love cooking, and I love painting. I love reading books. So these are I love traveling a lot. So friends, so this drop part is done. I have flash color kit that will also do. Yes, any acrylic paint will do. Any acrylic paint will do. It has to be a desired consistency. So this is the drop thing that I have done. Okay. So we'll now proceed to the white color swirls around it. So what I'll do, I'll just make a small dot, and I'll make a small dot here. And with the fine part of the dotting tool, I'll drag this dot to the bottom. So I'll just drag it to the bottom, and in this you have to touch the surface of the paint. So you can do a small dot and just drag it to the bottom. Drag it to the bottom. It's so much fun. Am I visible or am I not visible? Am I audible, not audible? Please let me know in the comment section. If there is any disturbance, let me know. I'm so happy you have joined me, and it is so much fun to paint with you all. And do let me know if you have painted, and if I am very fast, you can follow it later also, because you can just move with your speed. And this is a recorded video, and I'll share it in my YouTube channel, just like any other live streaming. Okay, so I'm doing it. Let me know if you have any question regarding this walls. You are visible and audible very clearly. Okay, thank you so much, Ida. You are visible and audible. Okay. Just a dot, then drag it. Just a dot and drag it. But you have to be very confident in this stroke, because if your hand shakes, then the shape will not be what is required. So make a dot. I make a dot here and here. Put a little more paint before dragging, and then drag. Drag. How many of you have done till now? How many of you are moving with my speed? You are visible, audible. Okay. I think many of you are painting, so might not be able to type. So sometimes you may end up like this tail. So you can, so it is more like a dot and then a small tail. So you don't have to do it like this. You can just hold a little more paint, and then you can correct it. So it is fine now. So I am making this stone and another stone for my daughter's teachers. Uh, we are meeting them after lockdown, and so I wanted to gift something to them. They have been really kind, and they have been teaching all the kids in their virtual class very well. So I wanted to gift the same stones to both the teachers. So for the next row, the paint, red color paint that was left, I will be making this red color dots. So you need this size of dot. It will be like, I think, 1 centimeter, around 1 centimeter, or 5 mm. 5 mm good here. 1 centimeter. I'm really bad in measurement, so you can just check the size of my nail. So with this tool, I am making a dot just above this white swirls. White swirl, making a dot here. So we are almost towards the end. I think it took me around 1 hour, and it will take around half an hour more, I guess so. You have been really patient. Okay, so here, hold it vertically and then make a dot. And for all those who want to practice for plumpy dot later on, maybe tomorrow, you can just mix a little more red color and gold color, bronze, whatever paint you have used. You can just add a little more paint to it, and because after a while, after some time, you will find that the size height of that plumpy thing is decreased, because the paint shrinks after a while. So you can just add little more paint after it is dried, and you can get your desired plumpiness of dots. Okay. Flash color I have not used any time, so I don't have idea. But I'm sure it is very very good paint because many of the artists have been using it since the time I have started. I have only used a Fevicryl brand, but I want to explore some more colors. I have heard a brushstroke paint is also good, and I have used this Mont Mate. This paint is pretty good. The bright. This is also bright red Mont Mate tubes, so you'll get a good bright red color. Okay, Rose. Let us know how is the flash color. It's good. Okay. I always wanted to see you making mandala in front of me. I mean, obviously through light. Okay. Okay, Soumya. You are done till now. Okay, Soumya. Chalo. What we'll do? We will make just like just like here. We'll make some petals around this red color dots. So I am dipping my tool into the paint, into the white color paint, and making dots. Okay. Sure, Rose and Ira, you both are welcome anytime to my house. I am about to renovate. Renovate, I mean, it is just a room in my house that that was called as guest room, and no guest was coming since 2 years. So I thought let's make it my own working space because my work is also expanding, and I need a cool, calm place to work, to do live streaming, to talk with you all. So I thought of doing it, and I'll share a video about it, how I did. I think, do you guys want me to zoom it? It's good, but it has become very, very, it becomes very thick quickly. Okay, are you talking about the flash paint?